council, and so some of that has been put on the back shelf for a little bit here, so we're gonna bring it back forward. We're still having conversations with the other organizations that we've been consulting with. So over the next couple of months, you'll see us coming back with that, starting in October.
Thank you, and again, I don't mean to be a negative Nelly, but I just wanna make sure, considering some process kerfuffle that may have happened earlier in the spring, that we're not getting too far out ahead of our skis before we're committing to what kind of looks like a conveyor belt towards a referendum.
You know, the last thing I'd say, Councilmember Martin, is that I think one of the things over the last couple of years that we've been frustrated by is not having enough information, especially in the specificity of the design and programming for the facility, which is, I think, frankly, hampered some of our forward progress. So yes, it is a big commitment that we're making by bringing on a design partner here. I think this is the next step that you really need to take to make sure that you can get to a point of making a good decision, because all of the information that was necessary previously we just didn't have, because we were, because we were talking about the block designs and those things that just really limited in how much you could really make good decisions based on the information we had. At some point, you have to make an investment to get to a really good decision on a project like this, and that's what we're at. Consider it at this point in time.
Councilmember Loman.
Thank you. I think that Councilman Martin really covered the public engagement part of it, but what I did want to hear, and I know you've written this in the proposal quite detailed, and I'm just interested to hear a little bit more about this. You talked about public engagement, but what does successful public engagement look like, to your group? And then you said that you had a wide variety of processes. How do you decide what processes that you're going to utilize, to get to that first question?
Thank you, Councilman Loman. The process for engagement, if it's successful, really is about listening first and leading to the discussions that get scope and budget and schedule confirmed. Ideally, at the end, you have a vision for the community that has been vetted through community conversation, that it's not a vision that's imposed upon them, but a robust conversation about what that vision is. And in the end, you have a good sense of what's negotiable moving forward and what isn't negotiable moving forward. That has to be key, because you don't want to get to a point where you're being asked to make votes and commit your funds on something that you can't trust or that you don't feel that everybody is clear about. So that doesn't mean there isn't a lot of opportunity moving forward after that point, but it really is about that open conversation that can happen. We see when it gets to the question of a variety of types of engagement, engagement happens in many forms. It can be more small group where there are leaders and stakeholders that help manage and carry on the conversation with them. So those might be more small individual meetings where we go out into particular places. So if you meet with school groups, those can be led by the city itself, or they can be led by a consultant such as us. Oftentimes the city will already have connections and strong connections, and it'd be important for them to lead those, because they can go out to those connections and engage and then bring back information to us. Other cases would be where we have where we try to get people to come to us. We might have an event in the park itself, Valley View Park. We might have an event in a different park where we're trying to facilitate a conversation about where people might go to some other location because they don't have the facilities that they have in their local park. They may be events like concerts or pop-up things like that. They may be some things that are already ongoing. Every month something's going on in the city, and we might be able to show up at those and just have a conversation, a casual conversation, and collect information.
And I'm certainly hearing what you're saying, but I just want to kind of get a little bit further behind, but what kind of drives that decision making in terms of what
Right,
trying to do, because, you know, I could hear that to be saying that, you know, okay, this is kind of our model, and we just roll this out everywhere we go, but what makes those differentiating?
definitely. If you look at our schedule, it really is what you want to get at what point in time, all right? So,